What is going on, everybody? It is your boy Baddog back with the post-game New York Giants video. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell. I do a lot of Giants content like this. Of course, everybody loves to hear my post-game rants on the New York Giants. So hopefully you'll enjoy this one. As always, let me know what you think in the comments section of the New York Giants performance today. Forgive the sunglasses. If you weren't in the live stream, I've had a migraine starting last night, so the bright lights absolutely destroy my eyes. I feel like Jim McMahon sitting indoors and wearing sunglasses because my eyes are sensitive to the light right now. My eyes are also sensitive to the embarrassment that is the New York Giants and this pathetic, piss-poor organization. You run out of words for the clown show that is the New York Giants. I don't even know how anybody could consider this an NFL team. This is by far the worst New York Giants team I've ever seen in my life. And I know that Jake Fromm is starting, and all you people that thought Jake Fromm might have been something, well, you can get that out of your head now. I don't think I've ever seen a worse quarterback performance. This guy was missing receivers by 4 and 5 yards. I mean, absolutely dreadful. You know, when you're actually playing against a real NFL defense and not prevent, things look a little bit different when you're not down by 15 points at the end of a game. This team can't get out of its own way. Again, Joe Judge should be fired. I will talk about John Mara talking about, bringing Joe Judge and Daniel Jones back for 2022. I'll have a video on that tomorrow. But this is just laughable. It is comical. I mean, the Eagles, they for some reason we were tied at halftime. I don't even know how that happened. I mean, if I'm an Eagle fan, there's Eagle fans in the chat talking crap. I mean, how are you going to even talk smack? You were tied at 3 apiece with this team. And the Giants beat you the first time you played them. I mean, if Daniel Jones is a starter, I'm not saying we would have won, but I'm guaranteed the game would have been much more competitive because, we had guys that, like I said, Jake Fromm throwing terrible interceptions and just he sucked. I mean, we had no chance. We didn't throw the ball over 10 yards in the air like the entire, didn't complete a pass over 10 yards in the air. I don't believe the entire game. This offense is just, how can you be an NFL team and have such an incompetent offense? It is mind-boggling. I've always said that I don't believe a college team can beat an NFL team. And I'm not talking about when the Giants are fielding their first-string guys, but the team that the Giants put on the field right now, week in and week out, I really do believe a team like Alabama, Georgia, Michigan, they might be able to beat the Giants. This is just, it's embarrassing. It is embarrassing. I mean, there is no other word for it. You are getting slaughtered week in and week out, and your head coach is coming out and I thought we did a lot of good things. First of all, give credit to the Philadelphia Eagles, a really good team over there. Oh, my God, shut up, Joe. Just shut up. The fan base has absolutely had it with this. It's just, God, it's beyond words. How pathetic it is. And I say this all the time, every time you think it can't get worse, it gets worse. The comedic performance that this team puts out there week in and week out, it's ungodly. It is just so bad. The Giants didn't do anything well on offense today whatsoever. Let me, there's a couple things that the Giants did today that I just, there's a couple things that happened rather that were weird today. The Eagles had an illegal block in the back on a running play. That was strange. They also had a defensive holding penalty on our running play, which is weird. But I have never seen in my life, and again, I don't listen to the TV, so maybe there was an explanation on this, but they reviewed the Devontae Smith touchdown as all scoring plays are reviewed. And I actually made fun of Joe Judge again by not throwing the challenge flag because he did it week 1. He actually understands the rule now. You don't challenge it. They automatically look at it. Well, they looked at the replay. They overturned it. They said he didn't catch it. Then they reviewed it again. And in the second review, somehow they saw a touchdown. So I don't know how they review the same play twice. I have never seen that in the history of the NFL replay system. So I don't know why they decided to review it again. Makes no sense. And then all of a sudden they saw something else. The NFL officiating is an absolute joke. Not that it would have mattered in the grand scheme of things, but how in the hell do you review the same play twice and come out with different outcome? It just doesn't make any sense. The NFL is a joke. It's been a joke for some time, and it continues to be an absolute joke. Not as big of a joke as the New York Giants, Joke Judge, and Freddie Kitchens. Just a pathetic, disgraceful performance. They got beat, 117-10 today by the Philadelphia Eagles, who didn't even play well in the first half. Just an absolutely piss poor performance by the New York Giants. But what else is new? That has become the norm here. Like I said, the Giants are a meme. We have the worst owner in professional sports. We have the worst head coach in professional sports. The Giants have pretty much the worst everything in professional sports. I mean, even the Jets are starting to go in the right direction. The Lions are starting to move in the right direction. And yet we continue to plummet week in and week out. Now we are tied with the Jets for the worst record over the last 5 years of the Jets' victory today and our loss. We will definitely lose the next 2 games. We play the Bears, we play Washington. Those are 2 more losses. We'll finish 4-13. And Mara talks about bringing everybody back for 2022. Like I said, I'll have a video on that tomorrow. But again, man, I just don't understand how the Giants can go out there week in and week out, look their fans in the face and say, we're giving you a good effort. They don't do anything different. They haven't done anything different in 2 years. I understand that your offensive line sucks, and I understand that you got your third string and your backup quarterback in there. And again, this just speaks to the the deficiencies of the ownership. We could have had Gardner Minshew for a 6th-round pick. We could have had a decent backup quarterback for a 6th-round pick. Instead, we go out and we get Mike Glennon, a guy that's never been good in the NFL. Then they pick up Jake Fromm, Jack Fromm, as Uncle Lou calls him, from the practice squad of the Buffalo Bills, a 5th-round pick out of Georgia. And anybody that watched him at Georgia knows the guy sucked there. So why anybody thought Jake Fromm would do anything here? I just want to see what he could do. And obviously you could tell when you get benched for Mike Glennon, you're trash. But the funny thing is, you see Joe Judge tearing Fromm up on the sideline. How come he doesn't do that to anybody else? I'm going to tear up my practice swing quarterback. I'm going to let him know what's going on. Joe Judge, I can't stand Joe Judge. I can't stand this guy. This guy is an absolute, he is an utter, he is the perfect face for what the New York Giants are. He really is. He is absolutely the perfect face of what this franchise has become. An absolute laughingstock. The Giants, the Giants are the team. Washington don't have a team name. The Giants should not have a team name. They should not have a team name until they resemble somewhat of a football team. Because they are not a football team. They are not. They're a circus act. And they take that on the road. They go on to the big top every week. It's so sad and pathetic and disgraceful and embarrassing. They are an emasculated bunch. I have said this before. There is a lot of Giants, I believe, that pee sitting down. There really is. There's one thing I want to give myself credit for. Riley Dixon is the worst punter ever. What a complete and utter disgrace. Garbage. Dude punts like 24 yards in the air. He sucks so bad. This guy's the worst punter ever. He is terrible. He is so bad. How can a punter, your only job is to punt the ball and you're that bad? Well, during the game, I told Chris, I said, Riley Dixon, maybe he's just onside punting. Maybe that's what he's practicing, is onside kicking. And sure enough, Riley Dixon did onside kick. Now, he failed at that too, but his onside kick went as far as any of his punts do. But it's pretty amazing that I knew that Riley Dixon was practicing the entire year punting as an onside kicker. And he lived up to he was waiting all year for that moment. And he failed utterly, as the New York Giants are. They should just call them the New York failures, the New York clowns, the New York medium sodas, whatever you want to call them. I'm thinking that I got my migraine just from having to deal with the Giants the entire season. It is an absolute, it's just a debacle, man. There's no getting out of this either. This team they are not getting any closer to being any good. The Giants fans, we're going to have to deal with this garbage for a long, long, long time, unfortunately. We really are. And it's just sad. I'm glad I'm older, man. At least I remember when the Giants are good. I can always go back and watch the 86 Super Bowl and go, yeah, I remember. I remember when we were good. Or go watch the 1990 Super Bowl and go, yeah, I remember when we could do that. Or I could go watch, 2007 and 2011 and go, God, remember when we could run a screen pass? Remember when we could run the ball? Remember when we could throw the ball down the field and complete it? Remember when we could block? Remember when we could tackle? Remember when we didn't play soft zone? Remember when we could get a pass rush? Remember when we could compete? We don't even compete anymore. It's not like they're losing close games. We don't even compete. We haven't competed in years. I shouldn't say that. Last year they competed, which gave me false hope about Joe Judge. Gave me false hope. Well, this year, obviously we're seeing what the New York Giants and Joe Judge and the coaching staff is. and it seems like we're going to have to deal with it again next season. But the New York Giants get blown out again by the Philadelphia Eagles, an arch rival. And like I said, no end in sight. We have 2 more weeks left. Thank God. I have never wanted a season to end so badly as I've wanted this one to end. I just want this season over with, man. This team has taken the absolute life out of me. I mean, I'm so close to just giving up. I don't ever give up, but this team it takes the life out of you. As a Giants fan, I don't blame people for saying to hell with this team. They're a joke, man. They're a joke. They're embarrassing. And then they quit, so why not us? Full tank mode on. The Giants have been tanking for years, so they don't even need a tank. They just need to play Giants football. They play tank mode every game. Pathetic, utter disgrace. Joe Judge is a disgrace. Another just pathetic performance. They just get run over again like roadkill. That's all the New York Giants are. They're absolute roadkill that just keeps getting pummeled by 18-wheelers week in and week out. Joe Judge, there's no redeeming qualities for any of these losses. And somehow John Mara's an absolute love with this clown. I don't know what it is, but it's unfortunate. It looks like I'm going to have to deal with it again next year. Like I said, I'll do a video on my thoughts about that tomorrow. But right now, I'm going to end this video. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to go upstairs and get some rest because, like I said, my head is throbbing. And I appreciate you watching. And once again, the Giants get blown out. What can you do? We suck. Bad diggy dizzle out. Peace.